Well, hello. Today's daily for Friday, June 26th, 2020. So I'm going to start off with air signs. Air signs, air signs. I'm going to start off with you guys. Now, I did take some extra notes for each individual sign, but let me get started this way first. So, the first card that I have for air signs, we'll talk about the Ace of Cups. So, air signs with the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups speaks about emotions. It talks about maybe a new baby, maybe a new love relationship. It also talks about offers, proposals, marriage, or birth of a child. So, air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, this is for you. This is talking about today, and it will take you through the weekend as well. So, for June 26th, 27th, and 28th, that will cover Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but I will still be back on. But this is saying that the energy is going to hold true for that long, 72 hours. So, what I have is either somebody you know is expecting a baby, you may find out about a pregnancy. Also, too, in reference to love and relationships, there may be something new coming in the horizon for you. A new offer, a new proposal as well. I also feel like there may be marriage, or you may be attending a wedding or hearing about a wedding, or maybe this Saturday you're going to a wedding. I also feel like there may be a birth of a child. So this also could be a birth of a spiritual baby. What that means is maybe you finally decided to let go and let God and start accepting the help from the divine. So for some of you air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you may be putting more faith now into your spiritual side, going through different challenges and different situations. Air signs, this is a way for you to be able to connect to a higher self and a higher power. Okay? So this definitely is the Ace of Cups, which is for air signs. Now also air signs, please know that cups may also mean you're dealing with water signs. You're dealing with emotional issues. So, every time that we see cups, it talks about love, true, but it also talks about you may be dealing with a water sign. This card represents a water sign if you're involved with one. Also, at the same time, it is all about emotions, okay? Next up, I have fire signs, and your card for fire signs is the Ace of Pentacles. So with the Ace of Pentacles for fire signs, and this is Aries, Leo, Sag, you can see it's talking about raising something up, something coming up higher. So this is talking about promotions. It's talking about getting a raise. It's talking about investments. It's talking about your incomes. So some of you are getting a helping hand in your income level. Somebody may be contributing to you, offering help to you, financial help and stability. It also could be an investment, something that you finally have been waiting for to pay off. For some of you, it could be a lawsuit coming to finalization where you're going to get your reward out of that, or your award out of that. Also, it talks about promotions and jobs, moving up, taking a different position. It also talks about, again, we're dealing here with Pentacles. Pentacles is about earth signs, and it's about the physical, okay, your physical part. So this is something that you had to do physically, work that you had to put in, showing that you were definitely deserving of your raise, your promotion, a financial increase, investments paying off. So all that could definitely be in your favor, okay? So this is for today. Also talking about blessings that are going to come through. The universe is trying to help you and hand you either direction, hand you assistance, put the right people in your path. So things are going to start changing a lot for you guys. So fire signs, pay attention. Aries, Leo, Sag. Things are going to start getting better for you. One day at a time, but they're going to start getting better. Next up, I have for water signs. I have the Three of Swords for water signs. So water signs, you see the Three of Swords. Three of Swords, yes, it does talk about heartbreak. It most certainly does. It talks about maybe a third-party situation. It talks about maybe you're going through a divorce. Maybe you're going through a separation. Maybe you're going through a loss in a relationship. It also talks about feeling kind of down and out. Maybe depression. For some, it might be suicidal. For some of you, this definitely could be a surgery. Some of you could be waiting to have a surgery as well. There could be something that you know is coming up. You may be getting ready for it, or you may be hoping to avoid it as well. Please make sure you pray to Saint Raphael. He is definitely a big healer. He has power right next and sits right next to God, where he can help you to either handle things easier than you normally would, to avoid pain altogether, and to even help to dissolve and resolve different issues in the physical body. Okay, so pay attention to that. But water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, the Three of Swords definitely does indicate some type of disappointment, loss. Okay, so this may be what's reflecting on you right now. It may feel as if the energy is quite sticky, uncomfortable, almost hopeless. But be careful, okay? Be really careful, because things could definitely get better. Things are definitely not going to stay the same. There's going to be a lot of changes that are going to come, and these changes are going to make things more obvious to you, but more understandable. Like, you're not going to stress anymore about you're not going to stress anymore about something that you can't control, because some things you just have no control over. Okay, so again, that was the Three of Swords. And swords always talk about air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and it's talking about your intellect. So just keep that, be mindful about that. All right, next up is earth signs. Earth signs, for you guys, I have the Five of Cups. So earth signs, the Five of Cups came up for you, and the Five of Cups definitely speaks about a loss, true, regrets, grief. You know, maybe somebody passed over. Maybe there's a anniversary date coming up of somebody who's passed on to the other side. Also, maybe feeling kind of deserted, maybe feeling kind of desperate in a certain way. Some of you may be feeling unloved, unappreciated. Some of you may be feeling neglected. A lot of you are just feeling kind of lonely, feeling like something's just not right, feeling like something's missing. With the earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, the feeling that you're going through right now may be a great disappointment. It may be something that you had your expectations up for, and somehow they got dropped, or because you put in an expectation on somebody, somebody could not handle that burden, or were unable to fulfill your expectations, which then, in fact, you set yourself up for disappointment. So be careful, but I do feel like earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, with the Five of Cups, you're kind of owning your own position as well. You're kind of owning why you're feeling a certain way. You're also realizing something that maybe you didn't contribute to a relationship or a situation, but at the same time, I feel like you're just saddened because you either put so much time and so much effort into a certain situation, and now you're looking at the results of everything just knocked over. It's just spilled over. And the good news is you're going to be able to start again. You're going to be able to pick these cups up, rinse them out, and start over, filling them up again. But this time when you fill them up, you're going to be really careful, and you're going to accept and allow the other person to do things at their own speed. Because unfortunately, you may have put expectations or rushes or instant gratification you wanted on a certain relationship, in a certain situation. You wanted quick results. You wanted that engagement ring. You wanted that marriage. You wanted that baby. But it wasn't ready. The relationship was not ready for it yet. Therefore, you got the disappointment. So I'm really sorry about that, earth signs. Really sorry about that. Okay, next up, I have, again, what I put down already ahead of time. I have, for Aries, for the Aries. So for Aries, your card came up today for the Eight of Pentacles. And with the Eight of Pentacles, Aries, it's just going to talk about being very creative. It's talking about movement, um, motion. It's also talking about crafts and ideas, creating something, designing something, putting something together. Maybe you're putting a website together. Maybe you're creating a web page. Maybe you're doing games and creating games for people to play. But either way, it's something that you're doing, uh, Aries, that you're putting together. You're kind of finding like what your best thing is that you can do, whether you sing, whether you dance, whether you do things on the computer, whatever it is that you do best, you're going to put it to work. You're going to put it in motion. You're going to get things rolling. So that's what Aries is about today. Leo, you have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is going to talk about stress, exhaustion, too many responsibilities. You're being overwhelmed with a certain situation. It's talking about, Leo, that, take things slowly. Take things one thing at a time. You can have 20 things to do, but if you take one thing at a time, you'll get everything done and you won't get overwhelmed. So just take it easy. Take it easy. Sit back a little bit. It'll be okay. But Leo, lots of new beginnings, lots of fresh starts. There's a lot of things out there for you. Letting go of things that don't serve you, letting things go of things that don't feel good, and finding things that do. You're replacing toxic things with good things. So now you're feeling good, you're looking good, and changes are coming. Don't self-sabotage. Don't get nervous. Don't go back to old patterns, Leo. Stay moving forward, and it'll work out. All right? Keep having faith. Keep doing what you're doing. All right? Every day's not going to be a rainbow, but every day's not going to be a thunderstorm either. Okay? So, one day at a time. And remember, when it gets too much, or there's a problem or an issue that you feel like, oh no, just know this too shall pass. All right, Leo? All right, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you have the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords, Sagittarius, definitely talks about maybe it's competition. Maybe with the Seven of Swords, it's self-defense. Maybe it's sticking up for yourself. Maybe it is protesting against something. Maybe it is just pretty much going solo, doing you, being by yourself. It also could be, and I hate to say it, but with the Seven of Swords, it could definitely be talking about a third-party situation. It could. It could be talking about affairs. It could be talking about somebody lying around you. It could talk about trouble coming. So just keep your eyes open and pay attention to what's around you. All right? Next up, we have the Four of Pentacles. So with the Four of Pentacles, we talk about with the Four of Pentacles, and that is for, the Seven of Swords was for Sagittarius, right? Let me just make sure I got that card right. Yep, Seven of Swords. Yeah, definitely for Sagittarius. So, next up, I have, I'm about losing my mind, I think. I'm about losing my mind. So, I'm sorry, let me just back up for a second. Let me go back to Gemini, because I don't want to start with Libra. Because I'm a Libra, I don't want to start with Libra. Gemini. I feel like with Geminis, you guys may be pretty much dealing with the Chariot card. And with the Chariot card, Geminis, this talks about you trying to find a direction to go. Trying to follow the right path. Trying to stay on your path, Gemini. Trying to do the right thing. Also, traveling is right here for you. So between Friday and Sunday, you're probably going somewhere, have something planned, or you're planning to make something happen. So there's definitely something going on here with that. But I definitely feel like you guys, with the Chariot card, you're kind of doing what you have to do, and you're doing it yourself. But you may be going to meet other people. Okay, but I feel like you may be traveling alone, but you're going to meet other people to be with other people. All right, so then I have the Four of Pentacles for Libra. So Libra, you have the Four of Pentacles, sorry. So with the Four of Pentacles, Libra, this talks about looking for long-term security, hoping to, or just feeling deserving of somebody to come in and take care of you. Either looking for that job that's going to give you long-term security, or looking for that relationship that's going to make you feel like you have long-term security. For some of you, you have a big fear of change, Libras. There's a big fear of change. You don't like things to change. You want to stay in the same routine, which is why a lot of Libras stay in toxic relationships, because they fear change. They fear getting used to it again. They fear getting over something, and they fear being alone. So be careful, Libras. Don't fear. Watch what you're fearing, okay? Watch what you're fearing. So, Aquarius, for you I have the Six of Swords. So Aquarius has the Six of Swords, and with the Six of Swords, it's talking about something being necessary. Necessary changes to be made. It's also talking about a transition. You're going to create a transition, one way or the other. You may be relocating, moving, but there is travel coming for you as well, Aquarius. Okay? So, next up is Cancer. We're going to do the water signs now. Cancer. So, Cancer, you have the Strength card. So, with the Strength card, Cancer, this is the Strength card. And with the Strength card, it's talking about taking control, self-love, having confidence, and your health is getting much better. So whatever was going on before with health issues, things are going to start getting much better now. You're going to start feeling better. You're going to start looking better. You're going to have the energy again that you wanted from before. But this card here, this Strength card, is definitely talking about, you're finally going to do it. You're finally going to stand up. You're finally going to show somebody that you don't need them. You wanted them in your life, but you don't need them. You can take care of you. So that's what the Strength card is all about here. All right, next card up. I have the Temperance card, and that is for Scorpios. So Scorpios, you have the Temperance card, which is talking about self-control. Taking things in moderation. It's also talking about clarity. Also talking about maybe being alone right now. Maybe having to do something by yourself. But it is talking about not overdoing it right now. A lot of times, you guys, Scorpios, tend to put in 10 times the amount of work, to put in all this energy. And then the next day, boom, you're tired, dead tired, can't hardly do anything. You're all gung-ho at the beginning, and then you start to lose, like, interest. You start, even with relationships, you all jump in real quick, and then it starts to, you get kind of lazy or laid back, or you don't work as hard, or you think you don't have to put any more work in to make it work, or you just think it'll take care of itself. So you can't do that. You got to stay on top of things. By doing that, stay in moderation, meaning do the same amount every single day. Not too much, not too little, but just the right amount, and things will balance out for you. So this is all talking about balance for Scorpios. Balance for Scorpios. Next up, we have Pisces with the Eight of Wands. We have Pisces with the Eight of Wands. So where Pisces is concerned, this is definitely about speed, action, quick changes, new arrivals, travel. So, what's going on? Where are you going? A lot of changes coming around. It's like, you know what? I'm going to change this furniture around in my house. I'm finally going to, decide to change my routine up. Normally, I wake up, I go for a walk, I do this, that, and I come back and I eat. This time, I'm going to eat first. I'm going to do this and that first, and then I'm going to go. For some of you, it's something about work. You're going to start changing something up so that you can get more done in a better amount of time. You're looking to do, I think, more quantity than the quality. So be careful of that, because you don't want to lose quality. Okay, quantity is good, but quantity is not good if you don't have quality with it. So be really careful of that. Be really careful of that. And that is Pisces. All right, next up we have Capricorn. So Capricorn, your card is the Emperor. Oh yeah, you got the Emperor card, Capricorn. So with the Emperor card, this is somebody who needs to either respect the father figure, pay attention to somebody who's in authority. Maybe this is a boss. Maybe this is an older sibling. Maybe this is a father, a stepfather, something of that nature. There's definitely some strategic planning going on here. Somebody being quite careful. Somebody's being very detail-oriented. Maybe somebody's also observing, okay, paying attention. This is a person who's definitely in charge, who has a very strong foundation, who can also help you to get to the next level. All right? Or this is exactly who you are. This is what you're doing. You're taking control. You're being very strategic in all of your plannings. You're being very detailed on the way you're adding something, the way you're paying out bills, the way you're working with your savings, the way you're investing in something. So over this weekend coming up, you may even be making plans to do something with family or friends, but you're going to strategically plan this event. It won't be done half-assed, so to speak. All right? Next up, we have Taurus. Taurus, you have the Hermit card. You have the Hermit card, Taurus. You're going to go within today, even for the next couple days. You're going to look for the clarity. You're going to question yourself. You're going to go within as far as listening to your intuition, following your gut. You're going to trust, finally. You're going to finally trust your intuition, and you're going to give yourself the opportunity to trust another person where a relationship is concerned, where you may have been disappointed, manipulated, misused, misled, or not appreciated, like I said. But you're going to give somebody another chance. You're going to give them trust. You're going to trust somebody. It's coming up, and you're finally going to be able to do it. You're going to give it a try. Let's put it that way. Last but not least, Virgo, Magician. Magician card. Virgo, you're focused, you're determined, you're creative. You know, you're turning your dreams into reality. You're turning those visions that you've always had and finally making something happen. You were procrastinating for quite some time, Virgo, but now you're moving. You're moving forward with this. You're definitely going to make something happen. So, Virgo, you can expect a very good outcome very soon, because I feel like you're really pushing hard, again, to make something happen. All right? And I think you guys are going to find out that this is going to lead you into a brand new direction. Brand new direction. All right? So with that part being said, let me see what else I have for you. Let me see what else I have for you besides Virgo. So Virgo, yeah, you're going to be pretty strong, Virgo. This is no doubt you're going to be pretty strong. So for the room, the two cards that I pulled for the room, the first card that came up was the Devil card. So what's the Devil card talking about for the room? The Devil card pretty much, you guys know. This Devil card talks about addictions. It talks about greed. It talks about envy. It talks about materialism. It talks about obsession. And it talks about sexual lust. So what we're saying here, where this Devil card is concerned, be careful. Somebody may be greedy around you. Or you may be getting greedy with something. Getting too comfortable. Okay? Don't forget to thank the universe for everything that you have. Don't sit here and say, oh, well, I don't have this or I want that. No, look at what you do have. And I'm telling you, be grateful for that. The rest will come. All right? For some of you, it may be in reference to materialistic. You may, like I said, just wanting so much other things that really aren't needed, but you just kind of either have a shopping issue or a buying issue or an overspending issue, or some of you just may have a hoarder type of issue. So be careful. Be careful. Take a look around. Some of you out there who I can see in your home, and I see wall to wall of things. Some of you can't walk past it. Some of you have really built your own trap and can't get out. Some of you need to ask for help. You really need to ask for help. Not only are you in a fire hazard, are you in a chance of hurting yourself and the pets that are in there, but listen, you could hurt other people as well. It's not that you have to get rid of everything, but you need to sort through everything. You have too much of stuff that you're not even using. Okay? This all has to do with some type of abandonment issues or not having things when you were younger. There's things that are deep-seated here. Losing somebody and feeling like, you're all you have left, so you're just holding on to everything. You're afraid to let anything go. You definitely need to talk to somebody. You need to get help, and you need to own your shit. Look around you. You know you didn't used to live that way. So come on, what are you doing? All right? For some of you, again, this is about sexual lust. This is about, jumping from one person to the other or doing something different that is definitely not in favor of being in a relationship itself, okay? So be careful of that. The last card that I have for you for today is the Death card. So with the Death card, we know that the Death card talks about big changes, endings, time to move on. Okay, time to let go of things that are no longer serving you. If you don't do it, then the Tower card will come, and that will force things to happen. So with these two cards, the Devil card, be careful, stay in moderation. And with the Death card, well, something's going to end, but there's going to be a new beginning. So it is really a good news card because it means the things that you should have gotten rid of, things you should have thrown out, you're going to get help from the universe to do so. Okay, because the universe wants you to be happy and wants to bring better things to you. So it's on its way. I hope you enjoyed the daily for Friday, 6/26, also for Saturday, 6/27, and for Sunday, 6/28. This is a 72-hour reading. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Also, please hit the bell so you get all notifications. If you've previously subscribed to my channel already, thank you. But recheck your subscription because YouTube has unsubscribed many people, and I don't want to lose you. All right? See you guys later.